Discipline means taking the hard road, the uphill road, to do what's right for yourself and for other people. It's so often the easy path that calls to us to be weak for that moment, to break down for that moment, to give in to the desire and the short-term gratification. But the discipline will not allow that. The discipline calls for strength and fortitude and will. It won't accept weakness. It won't tolerate another breakdown. The discipline can seem like it's your worst enemy. But the reality is, discipline is your best friend. It will take care of you like nothing else can. And it'll put you on that path. The path to strength and health and intelligence and happiness. And most importantly, it'll put you on that path to freedom.
I've never met a person who was not successful that didn't have a great amount of self-discipline within their life. Self-discipline and being able to perform and being able to keep your life on schedule and being able to keep commitments and promises and meet deadlines is essential to success. None of us can afford to have a life that is controlled by someone else, or a life that is basically controlled by our emotions. I learned many years ago that there are two kinds of people. There's the type of person who says, I'm going to wait till I feel like it before I do it. And then there's a person who says, I've got to do it so that I feel like it. One will never get anything done because they're still waiting to feel the moment to move. And the other person says, no, I need to move, and then I will begin to feel the moment. Discipline is essential in your life and in my life if we're going to get things done. So I have a challenge for every one of you this weekend. The challenge is simple. As you go through your weekend, and sometimes it's kind of hopefully an easier time of your week, ask yourself, am I practicing self-discipline in my life? Am I doing the things that I should do because I need to do them, or am I kind of waiting to feel the moment? Do like our friends Nike say, just do it.
You want to be more disciplined? Get after it. That's it, man. Get up early, do some kind of workout, eat good foods, clean your room, make a list of things that you're supposed to do in your life, and then wake up in the morning and do those things that you put on the list. That's what discipline is. And no, it is not easy. But you're not going to get it from anyone else but you. And it's worth it, and it is the thing that is going to bring you freedom.
I think pushing yourself physically is the number one factor of life. Life's about self-discipline. It is about self-discipline. We tend to do the things that are easy. And that is it builds no mental toughness. It builds no mental hardening. It builds nothing. Working out is where you can build that the fastest. Because it's a constant, it gives you instant feedback. The discipline it takes, it transfers over to all aspects of your life. It's not people, man, why are you always working out? Stop looking at it that way. This is the foundation of life.
99% of people that say stuff like that are not willing to do what it takes to make their dreams come true. The Marines have a saying, everybody wants to go to heaven, but nobody wants to die. And that's just real. At the center of bringing any dream into fruition is self-discipline. You know, something as simple as food and eating. It's not about your body as much as it is about your mind. It's getting command of your mind to be able to choose actions that are in your own best interest. Every day we are choosing shit that's not in our own best interest. Right? So if the world is attacking you and the world wants to fight you and the world's trying to hold you down, so you're going to kick yourself in the balls? So you're going to stop yourself from getting what you dream. Self Discipline is the center of all material success. You cannot win the war against the world if you can't win the war against your own mind.
You see, that self-discipline, that perseverance, that grit, that truly is the ability, and was the ability, to be able to acquire success in the long term. If we're always focused on the short term and the instant gratification, we really have the blinders on to what we can do with long-term success and actually attain wealth and actually attain the health that we want to have. What you can do to acquire more self-discipline. And the first thing that you have to do is accept the fact that maybe you're not super disciplined. Because in order to change, you have to accept that something needs to occur. So the first thing that I want to talk about is not waiting for it to feel right. What I mean by that is taking action. See, action precedes motivation. The brain works in a really interesting way. Once you're motivated and once you're moving, things start to happen. The next thing I want to talk about is letting your goal become an intention rather than just a written, boring goal. Any success coach that you look at out there in the internet or out there in the world is generally going to tell you that you need to write down your goals. Last but not least, and you're going to laugh at this one, is to just be dumb for a minute. Let yourself be dumb. You see, we have this inherent ability to just naturally do what's best for us. And if you just stop getting in your own way and you stop overthinking things, a lot of times you can truly have success and be a heck of a lot happier. And you're going to acquire a lot more self-discipline that way. Because remember, that self-discipline is all about feeling a little bit uncomfortable and sort of nullifying and getting numb to the fact that it's going to feel a little bit uncomfortable at times. If you overthink it, you're sending too much energy to the wrong portion of your brain. So an exercise that I do is literally meditating and letting myself be dumb. I don't think about things.